Ah, ladies and gentlemen, in life, nothing can be sustainable if you consistently keep failing, if you consistently keep losing. Yes, you can lose, you can fail here and there, you learn from it, but if you consistently keep doing this, you will not succeed. And when you do start succeeding to a certain degree, the belief comes back. You start looking at things far more positively. Now, I'm not saying Chelsea are all of a sudden winning a lot of stuff, but just with one victory, it is already starting to change some sort of the smell in the air, some sort of morale is slowly starting to change. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about in the latest Chelsea news update. Let's go.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Look, firstly, do want to apologize over the last couple of days. Haven't been able to do too many live streams or even watch-alongs. I've not been feeling too well. I've got a bit of a throat infection, looks like, so have not been able to do that. So slowly starting to recover and trying to do the content more consistently again, like previously. So hopefully my throat is getting better. So on that note, smash the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you give that massive thumbs up on the likes. Now, let's talk about the latest in regards to Chelsea news. Why do I feel somewhat confident? Look, over the last few days, right? Obviously, we lost against Aston Villa, and it was probably the peak. I don't know what's going to happen down the track. We may potentially lose against Fulham, Burnley, who knows? But the win against Brighton, what it did was it showed me resilience. It showed me that the team cares. I mean, the way the entire team celebrated Nicholas Jackson's goal, you can tell that they're in together. They are striving for success. And over the last few days, until we got the victory against Brighton, and even just prior to that, at least we're starting to see some changes in Mauricio Pochettino, starting to use players in the right positions, in the likes of, Cole Palmer getting a start and playing as a number 10, Ian Martin getting a start against Brighton. Hopefully that continues. Levi Colwell playing in the centre back position, and Chilwell on the left back. So hopefully these sort of things continue, and it's not just a one-off thing for the cup game. And more importantly, not just the match, it's some of the things that's coming out in media. So check this out. Chelsea club source, Mauricio Pochettino is more into feel, the lemons and all that. But you can't do everything off a spreadsheet. The human element is important. We've been talking about spreadsheets, and I've said, look, data is one thing, but you can't base your entire life on data. You 100% have to feel and see what's going on. It is about intuition. It is about understanding what's happening in and around you without the data set. Do you know what I mean? You can't just solely rely on data. He's made a deep impression on players' psychology. It feels like we're all part of one organization. Look, what I want to say is, ladies and gentlemen, we have to hope Pochettino works for us. We just have to. I know a lot of you guys may not like him. He was definitely not my preference. Obviously, the start that we've had to the season, not the greatest. The preseason was not bad. The start to the season, not great. But we have to understand as a fan base, this guy has to work out for us. It has to. Off the back of the failure that we had last season, if we end up having another failed season this season, which we're on track now, we need to turn things around, then we're going to be absolutely mudded. Right now, as we speak, if we were to sack Mauricio Pochettino, let's just say for argument's sake, I don't know whether someone else, firstly, I can't think of too many names that will just come in and take over right now. And, it will be, again, starting from base one. Looks like the players, majority of the players, now, there may be a couple of players here and there that might not feel the complete trust on Mauricio Pochettino. And that's normal. You're never going to get an organization. And I want each and every one of you guys to answer this. You're never going to get an organization that has everyone, 100% of the people completely on board. There will be the odd here and there. But I think this time around, right now in Chelsea Football Club, majority are backing Mauricio Pochettino. Majority of the players are trying to buy in on his ideology. So, look, all of this stuff is only bearable as you keep picking up wins. The more losses or the more drop points that happens, all of this starts diminishing. So that is the caveat. Now, I'm saying all of this, and then if we end up losing or dropping points against Fulham, doubt will creep into people's mind. Do you know what I mean? All of this stuff is very good. He's trying to connect with the players. He's trying to be more in sync with the psychology, the psychological part of the game, which is fantastic. And you need to have that. But all of this will be down the drains if you don't start picking up points. So it's paramount that we pick up a victory against Fulham. It's paramount we pick up a victory against Burnley. It's paramount after the international break we start putting a very, very, good competitive effort against some of the big, matches that's lined up for us. We try and pick up a win if we can, make it very difficult for them. It is definitely paramount. So look, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment, I feel like there are certain things Pochettino is doing right. I think the players are on board, and I'm hoping that it starts changing. I said it before the Brighton game. Let bygones be bygone, right? Let bygones be bygone, and let's use the Brighton win as a launch pad to start something for this particular season. Not even saying something special, but start something important for this season. It would be great if we can make it into European spots, whether it's Champions League, whether it's Europa League, one or the other. It's going to be very important for the progress of this team. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about in recent times, things that you're seeing from Pochettino, things that you're hearing from Pochettino. Let me know how you feel about that. Chelsea have looked beyond the results, studied the data, and concluded that the situation will improve. There is comfort to be found in numbers indicating that Mauricio Pochettino is pushing this young squad in the right direction. So more positive information coming from Jacob Steinberg, and it's great. I'm pretty sure some of the young players that we have are looking up to Mauricio Pochettino, are buying into his project. And some of the things Mauricio Pochettino has said in the press conference recently, also in the likes of he's going to be more in control of the transfer window. It makes me think even the club is learning and understanding where it needs to go. And there's more news that's going to back up this situation. I want Mauricio Pochettino to focus on, players who may not be less than 25 years, who may be greater than 25 years, but could be very valuable to the team. So I want Mauricio Pochettino to be involved from that particular standpoint as well. So let's see what happens. But so far, ladies and gentlemen, some of the bits and pieces that's coming out in the media makes me feel, yeah, we need to be patient. But as I said, patience only go as far as picking up points. Now, here's more examples as to why I think some of the players are buying into. Check this out from Robert, buying into Mauricio Pochettino. Check this out in regards to Robert Sanchez. I'm happy with Chelsea. I found a manager who trusts me very much. I want to do as much as I can to help the team. This is fantastic. When you know someone like Robert Sanchez, who is struggling under Roberto De Zerbi, comes into Chelsea Football Club now. He's the number one goalkeeper. Obviously, last game he had an unbelievable, shockingly unbelievable, performance in the first half, but it kind of came back. But prior to that, there were some couple of really good games for him where he was literally the man of the match. So that's in regards to Robert Sanchez. Now, the flip side, this is where I start sort of feeling that there is something probably good happening and the right discipline is being set. Check this out in regards to Noni Madueke. I didn't know that Mauricio Pochettino, I sort of had my doubts whether Noni Madueke didn't get selected in the last game. Was it because of the partying and whatnot? Was it because of his training? But it looks like it was due to the partying. And, it's good that Pochettino is coming out and laying the groundwork for all the players that, hey, do you know what? That's not on. Laying the foundation that this football club has certain standards. You can't be doing some of these things. So check this out in regards to Noni Madueke. Mauricio Pochettino breaks silence on Noni Madueke party video mid-Chelsea absence. This video we were talking about that it's a thing you need to avoid. All of the players need to know that when you are a Chelsea player of Chelsea, you need to avoid these things. It wasn't a big issue, but we need to avoid these type of situation. He is recovering from the national team, and we will see if he is fit. That's coming from Bobby Vincent, and there's a little bit of extra note in regards to this. Mauricio Pochettino has laid down the law to Chelsea's young players after admonishing Noni Madueke for being caught partying while he was injured. So that's from Jacob Steinberg. The Argentinian has addressed the issue with Madueke, who has not been a regular since moving to Stamford Bridge in January, and he added that he wants better standards from Chelsea's other youngsters, which is great. Look, no one's saying don't go and party. You do all of that. You have every right to do whatever you want to do in your off time, but use some common sense as well. Like, you're injured, you're missing Chelsea games, and then you're being videoed partying around. Now, whoever you're going parties with, I don't know how much you can trust them. So as a player, you need to start looking deep and go, are the people I'm hanging out with, are they actually doing right by me? Because whoever leaked your video, Noni Madueke, whether it's a friend, whether it's an acquaintance, they are not looking out for the best interest for you, my man, because they put that out in social media and got you into trouble. But that aside, obviously, that is something for you to think about. But that aside, you yourself need to have some, common sense, awareness that I'm injured, I'm missing Chelsea games. It's not a good look if I go out there and party now. It's not the right time to party. So you need to understand these sort of things. And what type of a role model are you being for the other youngsters within the group? So these are some of the things you need to understand. And I love the fact that Mauricio Pochettino is, setting the rules. And I hope these are certain things that the players can look up to and go, do you know what? There's a lot of value in Chelsea Football Club. There's some true value in life. There's some good rules and regulation, and it will keep me disciplined, and it hopefully will make me a better footballer. So I love this, absolutely love this. Once again, let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen, how you felt about all of this stuff in regards to Mauricio Pochettino and what he's doing for the football club, so on and so forth, and how Robert Sanchez has talked about it and how he has treated Noni Madueke as well. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. These are other things that are starting to give me a little bit more confidence along the way. Chelsea decided there was little point in replacing experience with more experience. There was a willingness to absorb some short-term pain in the decision to sign only players under 25. It was not so much official policy not to buy older players, more a determination to put foundation in place for the future. All right, brilliant. Hopefully this isn't a case where we only buy less than 25-year-olds, that moving forward, we will be looking at players that just make sense to us. So I like this commentary that, okay, no problems. You wanted to set the foundation for this transfer window. And then in the future, we'll look into building on this foundation. And this whole under 25 business is not a policy. So I absolutely like that. That this has been clarified, and I'm keen to see how the future windows hold up, because if we want Mauricio Pochettino to succeed, he will need some level of experience. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because you're above 25 that you're experienced. You may not be, but if you look at in European top level, generally, the more experienced players are the ones that are a tad bit older than 25, and closer to probably even 28, 29. So sometimes picking up those players are wise to help out our long-term cause. Now, those players, you're not going to be giving out your 6-7 year contracts. You'll be giving out a shorter contract. Now, you can't be stupid and just give a 25, 26, 27, 28-year-old a 7-year contract, right? Or 8-year contract. It just doesn't make sense. You have to be careful how you manage that. But it's great to see the clarification coming out, and it gives me some hope for future windows. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, official Chelsea Football Club has announced Infinite Athlete as its principal partner for 2023-2024 season. It's looking good. Finally, we have a sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully, we can buzz under this new sponsorship. Excuse me. So yeah, I hope to see this against Fulham this particular weekend. Well, actually, it's not even going to be on the weekend. It's going to be a Monday night game. which will be a Tuesday morning match for me. So very excited to see Infinite Athlete being glazed all over our shirt. And yeah, it's a good look. It's a good look. And finally, we've got this done and dusted. And now we can look forward to the rest of the season. Excuse me. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed all of that, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Hopefully, I'll be bringing back all the live streams very, very soon. As you can see, I'm still recovering from that slight throat infection, but hopefully, I'm on the right track. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See you.